Hi there. This is a quick video tutorial to show you how to use our social media management posting schedule template. If you're here, you've probably already gotten your copy from the Content Factory website. However, if you found your way here some other way and you like what you see and you'd like a copy for yourself, simply click the link in the description below and we'll hook you up. So let's get started. What we have here is a basic posting schedule for social media managers. Whether you're running social media for your own company or maybe you work at an agency and you're running social media for your clients, this posting schedule will help you get into a routine and organize your content so that you can spend less time doing menial data entry tasks and more time doing what really counts, interacting with your audience and building engagement. What you're looking at here is the daily posting schedule itself. You can see that this is for January and you have a checklist for each day of the month. And then across the bottom, you'll see that we have a tab for each month. The checklist for each day is color coded, and not just because it's pretty, you'll see the reason for that in a minute. And each daily checklist contains each of the different kinds of posts you should be making each day. Now, your list of daily tasks might look different than this one. This is a generic version that will work for most businesses. However, don't be afraid to swap some of these out if it makes sense. At the Content Factory, we have all different kinds of clients, and though we stick to a schedule that looks more or less like this one, there is a lot of variety between the kinds of posts that we do for our different clients, which makes sense. Every business is different. However, this list is a really good place to start, so let's take a look at it. Now, you may notice that at the top of each checklist, it says Check Analytics right here. Now, this obviously isn't a post that you need to do, but we included it because it's so super important that you're checking your analytics on your social media accounts every single day. You can't improve something that you're not measuring, so you need to know how you're doing. What's working? What's not working? What kinds of posts are you getting the most engagement on? These are all things that you need to know to grow your audience and to get the most ROI out of your social media marketing efforts. So that's why it's on top. Next, we have trending hashtags and stories. Anytime that you can tie in your message to something that is already trending to get a signal boost is a good thing. So you're going to want to identify those opportunities early in the day so that you can make the most of them. That's one that you usually won't be able to fill in ahead of time because the nature of trending topics is that they're hot in that moment, but it's still important to remember. The rest of these are a rundown of the different kinds of posts you should be doing each day. And with this posting schedule, what you're going to be able to do is to fill in this content ahead of time so you know exactly what you're going to be posting each day, which is going to save you a ton of time. And you'll also be able to start creating a library of social media content that is organized and easy to access so you're not starting from scratch each day. So let's use blog content as an example because this is a super common kind of post that most businesses with any kind of an SEO or content strategy are going to need. You can see that we have a link to content here in this blue-green color. So we'll go down here to the blue-green content tab at the bottom, which would be right over here, and I'll show you how this works. Okay, so now that we're on the blog tab, you'll see that it's split up into two different kinds of blogs. We have evergreen blogs and we have time-sensitive or seasonal blogs. Now the difference between these is that your evergreen blogs are the blogs that you can post any old time during the year, any season. They're not tied to any particular event, any particular holiday, or any like a sale that you might be having or anything like that. This is stuff that you're going to be able to go back to time and time again. And then your time sensitive and seasonal blogs, those are the ones that obviously are tied to something that's going on in the moment. And so those are things that you might only be able to use once or twice a year, or maybe just sort of once ever. So it's important to kind of keep those separated from each other so you don't get confused. Now, here's how you go about adding your blogs into your posting schedule. So what you're going to want to do with this blog tab is you're going to want to fill it in with all of the content that you have on your website that you're sharing regularly. Now, this is something that's going to take you a little bit of time the first time around, but once you've done this one time, you don't have to do it again, and you can just easily add new content that you create as you go, which will just take you a second. So here's the process. So I'll take you over to look at the Content Factory blog. This is our blog page here. And so what I would do is I would just start at the top and I would take the title of this blog post and I would just paste it right in here. And then the next thing that I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to go to the blog page itself and I'm going to want to get the URL. And I'm going to take that URL and I'm going to link this up right here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And I would do this for, like I said, just all of the content that we have on the site. So once you have this entire spreadsheet filled out with all of your blog posts and any other content that you like to share regularly on social media, what you're going to do is you'll just go right back to your posting schedule. We'll go back to January, and then we'll go right to next where it says link to content. We'll hit the equal sign, and then we'll just go right back to blogs again. And then you can just go right down the line. You start with the first one, click it, press enter, and then that's going to appear right here. And so on January 1st, you will know that this is the blog that you're going to post. You're already going to have the title right here, so you can just copy and paste it. If you need the URL, you can click on it or you can pull it right from here. And so you'll have everything that you need, and that's just going to make everything so much faster for you. And this process will work for each of these other categories. What you're going to do is you're going to decide what sort of things you're going to post every day. You can go with the categories that we've created here, or you can edit the spreadsheet to include things that make more sense for the account you're managing. Then you just fill in the corresponding color-coded tab with that kind of content, including any links you might need. This is going to help you create a catalog of content that you can use and add to over time. And once you have that catalog, it's so fast and easy to schedule your posts ahead of time because you're not searching for the things that you need. They're all just right there in the spreadsheet for you to pull from. Now, you can schedule these a day at a time, a week at a time, but we usually do a month to 3 months ahead of time. Once you have this all filled in and you get used to using the spreadsheet, it can take you half an hour or less to schedule an entire month's worth of content for social media, and then you're done. It's been a serious game changer for us, and we hope that it will be for you too. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.